The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz on the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Clay Matthews from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Tevin Coleman, 59 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Wentz going to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Wentz. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Wentz now on first down. Incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long drive continues here to start the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's Johnson. And he will score. It's a touchdown. David Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, let's go!
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Gun! Ready! 12! Let's go!
Third and long. It's Ryan. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, Ryan. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, got.
They go play action now. Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Out now come the legends. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Shorty. On the ball.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Airing it deep for Garcon. And this is caught inside the 5. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Pierre Garcon, 51 yards. And the Madden legends are in for 6. And now it's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Ryan on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. Break. And this will be caught at the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that'll be off the crossbar. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in after 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Coleman now. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now Ryan. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dontari Poe in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
22! Hey, gun.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on second down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Go, 120. Let's go.
Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison.
And he will have a touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
Go, 120. 82.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 14. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing now is Wentz, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Clay Matthews getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the line.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Wentz. He's got Evans. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go. Sunday.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. After the interception, here's Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ron Woodson. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Javon Hargrave able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now here's whistles and another timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I couldn't understand it. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ryan, now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ron Woodson with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Bring it to you. Let's go. Great.
Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. Bearing it deep for Garcon. And it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Shreds the tackle. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.